Hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Rhiannon and today I'm filming an unboxing. Here I have the October Illumicrate and Fairyloot books. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what the Illumicrate book of the month is, but I can remember the Fairyloot one. And I will say it's one that I have mixed feelings for because I've read from this author before, I've enjoyed their works, but they're not my favourite author ever, so we'll see. But I do think, without further ado, we should dive into the video and find out which books have been included in the subscription boxes and also what the editions look like. I'm going to start off with the Fairyloot book, only because I do have an idea of what this book is. I haven't seen anything about the edition online though, but the original cover is a pretty one. I have seen a fair few exclusive editions of this book, so I'm really hoping that the Fairyloot one is even better. But first off, we of course have the cardboard paper, which I'm going to chuck on the floor for now, so that we can see what is in the box. So here is your sneak peek. You may be able to see what the book is. The spoiler card for this month is Deal with the Devil, and I will say I really like the artwork on this. I think it's so pretty, and again I'm excited to see what they've done with the book. Now, because this is a book only subscription, we don't need to wait too long to find out what the book looks like. Fairyloot have moved on to bubble wrap now instead of their fabric coverings, so you can get a sneak peek. I think it's upside down actually, typically, yes it was. But I will of course take the bubble wrap off. It does make a bit of a noise, so apologies for that. And then the book of the month for Fairyloot is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This is actually so pretty. I feel like it's a completely different design to the original cover, which I will pop on screen for you now, but wow, the colours of this are so striking and I love it so much. So here is the front cover. As I said, it is completely different to the original and I really do like it. The stenciled edges are going to be a little bit more difficult to show you, but how nice are these? Again, the colours are so vibrant. They're even more vibrant on the stenciled edges than they are on the cover. This is what the back looks like, and then I will show you the spine as well, just in case you're curious. First impressions, I love it. I love the cover change. I also love the colours and I just think it's so beautiful. The foiling of course adds to it. You guys know I love some foiling, and the intricate details on the stenciled edge as well. And I did forget to show you, sorry, they are the same on the top and the bottom. But yeah, really do love that. It has the Regal Hotel on there with a key, and then the background just looks like some sort of stained glass window. But we do have some more to see. I've just seen a few things that I can't wait to have a closer look at. But this is the cover, and this is of course the book itself with some artwork printed on it. This is amazing and it matches the colour of the stenciled edges so well. I feel like the actual cover of the book is a little bit dark for the stenciled edges, but this is a perfect match. So it once again says Alchemy of Secrets on there, and this is the design. I feel like it's easier to show you this way instead of showing you the front and back separately. Hopefully that is okay. We have this artwork on the front end pages. I will say I don't love this as much, but you guys know me, I'm not a massive fan of character art in general. There are a few different styles that I'm drawn to, but I do tend to stray away from character art. This one definitely looks a bit more up my street though. It does look as though it's the same artist, but obviously we are in a different setting. I don't think that this edition has a signature, but as per usual, we do have a letter from the author in there. This is what it looks like, and I say this every time, but I really love getting a bound-in author letter. I always read it before diving into the book, and I just think it makes the experience a lot more personal and gives you an insight into what the author was thinking about as well. We do have the original cover on the reverse of the dust jacket, as you can see there. This is beautiful in itself, and I did mention that, but I do love Fairyloot's redesigned cover. It is nice to have the option to put this on though, but I do think I will keep it this way because of how stunning the artwork is. And I think that I've covered all the special edition elements, so I am going to read you the synopsis now. I will say I do apologise that my voice is going a little bit. I am recovering from COVID. I was off all of last week suffering with COVID. It wasn't fun. I'm finally feeling a little bit better, but now that I'm filming, it's clear that I'm still not 100%. So if my voice does go, I do apologise. Please bear with me and I will be back to normal in hopefully a few more days. But let's find out what this book is about and read the synopsis. It says, you're here because of a story. It starts with a class in an old movie theatre. Folklore 517. Local legends and urban myths. Taught by a woman called the Professor. Most students believe the Professor's stories are just fiction, but Holland St. James has always been convinced that magic is real. Her search for the truth leads her to a dazzling new world, a deadly ultimatum hidden at the heart of Los Angeles, and into the path of a magnetic stranger who claims he's been sent to save her life. But everyone in this intoxicating new world is lying to her, even this stranger. And if she can't figure out whom to trust, her magical reality could change from a Hollywood dream to a nightmare. Alchemy of Secrets is the spectacular new novel from global phenomenon Stephanie Garber, the multi-million copy best-selling author of the Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart series. Fusing spellbinding Hollywood secrets with a cinematic mystery, it will transport you into another world. I have read the Caraval series from this author. I haven't yet read the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. As I said earlier, I do like her writing style, but it isn't one of my favourites. I'm not sure if this is her first adult novel though, so hopefully the tone and the writing style is a little bit different and more mature. The fact that we have a mystery element in here as well is bound to grip me, and honestly I can't wait for this because it's a pretty short one. I feel like I could squeeze this into my TBR by the end of the year, and I would actually love to do that so that I can decide whether or not I want to keep this book. But yeah, very happy with this edition. It was a nice surprise, and I will say it's one of my favourite redesigned covers that we've seen this year. And then next up, we of course have the Illumicrate box. As I said, I'm not too sure what this one is. I probably have seen it about, but I've just not thought about it for a long time. But I'm going to remove the paper again and show you what we've got in the box. So here's a little sneak peek. We don't have a spoiler card in there, so I can just dive into the book straight away. The bubble wrap is noisy in itself, but I do also have Kiwi here, and she is in the middle of all the packaging, so please excuse that if you can hear any noise. Here she comes actually. Where is she gonna stay? Oh, she's right there. I don't know if you just saw her there. Hands off the book, please. Thank you. She does always get a bit excited when I unbox things because she loves stealing the packaging. But the Illumicrate book of the month for October is The Isle in the Silver Sea by Tasha Suri. This is one I feel like I have seen around, and I will say I do prefer the original cover. This is beautiful. I will say the artwork is stunning. But as I previously mentioned, I don't love character artwork, especially on the cover of books. I much prefer something like the original, but that of course is personal preference. I do like the colour scheme of this though, and the foiling is always a plus, but yeah, definitely hasn't blown me away, unfortunately. Here is a closer look at the cover for you. The foiling is so reflective, and we of course have the characters in the middle there. The stenciled edges, I will say, are a bit disappointing. I don't love them. They're not striking in any way. I just feel like they're a little bit dull. And then this is what the back looks like. Again, I'm a little bit disappointed there isn't much on there. And before I forget, this is the spine. Let's see what we have under the dust jacket though, because hopefully that will save it for us. So we don't have anything on the reverse of the dust jacket, but I will say the artwork on the book itself is gorgeous. Why isn't this on the cover? I love it. Once again, I will give you guys a closer look. We have a location here, and we also have some character art, and I actually do really like this character artwork. I don't know how well you can see. Hopefully that's in focus for you guys. But I wish this was on the actual front cover of the book because I feel like it's so pretty. Definitely gives off a medieval vibe, and honestly, I'm here for it. This is the spine. Look how reflective that is. I don't actually know if you can even see that, but this is beautiful. Next up, we do have artwork on the end pages, and is that Elizabeth I? It honestly looks like her. I'm not sure if it's meant to be her. I will say the art style is definitely inconsistent from the character artwork on the cover versus the end pages. I will of course give you a closer look now. I do like the style of it, but I don't know, I'm not obsessed, you know? So this is the artwork on the end pages, and do you see what I mean over here with Elizabeth I? She definitely looks like her. I'm guessing these are our main characters, and yeah, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just not blowing me away. Let's see the back end pages. Okay, again, the same. It definitely has me intrigued, but I'm not rushing to pick this book up, you know? This book is signed by the author. I'm not quite sure if it's pen signed or digitally signed. It does look more as if it's pen signed, but you can tell me if I'm wrong or not there. And then I don't know if we have a bound in letter from the author. Yes, we do. This is what it looks like. She has written quite a bit, and once again, I will be giving this a read through. And then let's find out what this book is about together. It says, from World Fantasy award-winning author Tasha Suri comes The Isle in the Silver Sea, a heart-shattering standalone romantasy of sapphic longing, medieval folklore, and a love that spans the centuries. That sounds amazing. In an England fueled by stories, the knight and the witch are fated to fall in love and doom each other over and over, the same tale retold throughout hundreds of lifetimes. Simran is a witch of the woods. Veena is a knight of the Queen's court. When the two women begin to fall for each other, how can they surrender to their desires when to give in is to destroy each other? As they seek a way to break the cycle, a mysterious assassin begins targeting tales like theirs. To survive, the two will need to write a story stronger than one fate has given to them. But what tale is stronger than the knight and the witch? I don't know, guys. Let me know with this one. Do you think it's worth a read or not? I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I feel like this is a disappointing edition from Illumicrate. Nothing is really standing out to me, and it's not exciting me and making me want to pick it up. I obviously love the representation. I do enjoy a sapphic book. I feel like it's really important as well to push sapphic books, especially at the minute, because Illumicrate have been facing, I guess, a lot of backlash for including LGBTQIA+ books, and honestly, I just don't get it. So I like that they've stuck with their guns. They're still going for it, and yeah, like I said, it's really, really important, and I will continue to support them. I will say, just from the snippet, I feel like it would be something that I enjoy, but again, the synopsis isn't really drawing me in. I don't really know what the stakes are, and I'm just feeling a little bit let down as a whole. So there we have it. These are the 2 books that I received in my subscription boxes this month. In terms of my favourite, you guys already know it's going to be Alchemy of Secrets. This one was such a disappointing edition. I wish they would have done a bit more with it. Honestly, I think it's just the stenciled edges and the back. It's such a letdown. I really do like the front cover, but again, I do think I'm drawn more towards the original, whereas this is completely different, and I think that it works. I really love the vibrancy of the colours, but it's also giving me the classy vibes that I would expect. So I'm very, very excited to dive into this one. Unfortunately, not as excited to dive into this one, but as I said, please do let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I always love chatting to you guys and hearing your thoughts about the book picks and the special edition elements of the books as well. So if you do have any thoughts, please leave them down below. If you have watched this video all the way through and would like to let me know that you're still here, please go ahead and leave me a key as the emoji down in the comments. I had to choose something from my favourite edition, and as you can see here, we do have a key. So it's a pretty fitting emoji if you ask me. I know I say it all the time, but seeing you guys comment the emoji of the video truly does mean the world to me. It blows me away that you guys watched these all the way through. So if you are still here but don't have anything in particular that you would like to say, please go ahead and comment that now. As well as that, please don't forget to click the like button if you like this video and the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content from me. But that is it for me today, guys. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you soon in my next video. Goodbye!